So as an example, here's one of my brand new channels, but for the last 28 days, this channel has actually gotten over 5,400 watch hours. What's going on? So today I'm going to show you 2 key factors you need to be aware of to do well on YouTube and grow your channels. And when you do them right, YouTube rewards you with tons of exposure and views. Not only will I go over these 2 factors, we'll look at some real examples on this channel and one of my other brand new channels and check out the results I've gotten doing this. So that said, make sure you watch this entire video. So if you're ready, let's get started. And don't forget to subscribe and set notifications so you'll be notified when my videos drop, and then you can get the same exact methods I use to grow multiple YouTube channels fast and for making money online. Okay, so let's go over each factor and then how you're going to use these factors to grow your YouTube channel. And so you know this isn't a waste of time, let's look at some of my own examples so you can see how well this works. Because when you do this right, YouTube will recommend your videos and it will rank them on its platform. So as people are searching for content related to your videos, YouTube will put your videos right at the very top. So as an example, here's one of my brand new channels. You can see I've only got 1,176 subscribers on this channel. But for the last 28 days, this channel has actually gotten over 5,400 watch hours because of all the views I've gotten. And in fact, it's now already ready to be reviewed for monetization. So again, it's from using these 2 key factors to get your channel to grow, to get exposure to your videos and get tons and tons of views. Let's look at some examples from my Gallagher channel. And real quick, if you're really serious about growing on YouTube and making this a full-time income for yourself, you just want all my tips, all my best free tools and tips for growing channels and making money online, I put a link in the description to a video series I put together where you can literally watch over my shoulder and copy me. And if you come over here and scroll down, this is where you can see where other people that are enrolled in the course are just simply following what I'm showing them, and then they're sharing the results they're getting right here. So again, that link is in the description. Okay, so let's get back at it. If we go over here up to the top and you open up a new window incognito, and we're going to type in YouTube, because this will give you the real search results when you open up a window incognito, because it's not using any of your search history. So these are the raw search results. So if you go up here and we type in something like make money watching YouTube videos, this is a popular topic right now. You can see right here, this is a paid ad. This is the #1 video, and then this is my video, #2 right here, Gallagher. And you can see that there are tons of videos on this topic. Some big YouTubers, Kevin David, and some other YouTubers with way larger channels than mine are ranked below me because I've used the 2 key factors we're going to go over. I just wanted to show you this. Let's look at another example. Let's say how to get YouTube subscribers. Let's go ahead and do this. Click on one of these. And as you can see, there's a bunch of ads, and then ranked #1 with 314,000 views is this video, one of my videos. Let's try a couple variations of this and see what happens. So I tried get YouTube subscribers fast. Again, that video is ranked #1. This is an ad. Get more subscribers fast, another very popular search term. And here's another one of my videos. This one, 740,000 plus views. And again, this is from primarily getting these videos ranked, but also YouTube will then also recommend them next to other videos related to this topic. So what did I do? What am I doing? What are the 2 key factors that are making these videos do so well? Well, let's take a look at the analytics for this one. All right, so we're inside the analytics. Real quick, before we look at the 2 key factors, you're gonna see with this one video, I got 2,000 plus hours worth of watch time, 1.3 thousand subscribers just from this one video alone. Again, because it's of the exposure it's getting. And so here it is. This is key factor #1, and I'll prove to you that this is one of the key factors, but here it is. Impressions click-through rate, 10.6. Now remember that number, because if you can do north of 10%, you stand the chance of doing very well. And in a second, I'm going to give you some very powerful tips on how to do well with your impressions click-through rate. But first, let's look at key factor #2, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to do well with that as well. But key factor #2 is right here, audience retention, average view duration. So basically, what YouTube is telling me right here is that I have a 30% average view duration. or basically people, the average person, when they watch that video, watch about 1/3 of it. So if you can get your click-through rate about 10% or higher, and you can get your average view duration, you get people to stay on your video just 1/3 of the video on average, you're gonna do very well. YouTube's going to push that video, and you have a good chance at getting that video ranked. And look right here, I'm getting some fireworks. This video I just posted actually ranking by views, 1 out of 10 for the last 28 days. So that's why I got the little fireworks there. Again, using this methodology I'm going to share with you, but here's some more evidence that will help illustrate why these key factors are so important. YouTube is telling us right here, what is it looking at? So when you post a video, if you go into you open up your YouTube Studio, it's going to highlight this video, the last video you posted, and it's going to give you right here impressions, click-through rate, and average view duration. So it could give you all sorts of different analytics, but it gives you specifically these two right here. So that should tell you further how important it is that you focus on these two factors. So let's focus first and foremost on impressions click-through rate, getting people to click on your video. So what is the click-through rate basically? It is essentially when you post a video, YouTube's gonna try your video out. It's gonna show it around its platform and up against other videos, and for every 100 times it shows that video, let's say, it's going to keep track of how many times someone clicks on it. So if only 5 people click on it out of 100, that's a 5% click-through rate. If 10 people click on it out of 100 that are exposed to it, that's a 10% click-through rate, and so on. So if you can get at least 10 out of every 100 people that are exposed to that video to click on it, you're doing pretty well. And so titles are important, but the number one factor in terms of click-through rate is going to be your thumbnail. So let's go over a couple quick tips on thumbnail, and then we'll give you some tips on view duration. One thing you can do within your niche is do a little research. So if you're in the Fortnite niche, for instance, you type in Fortnite, and we can use the filters, and we can select this week so it's current, and then we can click view count. So we're telling YouTube, hey, we just want to see the hottest videos that were posted in the last week. And again, this is kind of niche specific, because you're going to see here, look at these thumbnails, very colorful, and this must be something relatively new, these rainbow skins. So you can see people just killing it with these rainbow skins. This video was posted 1 week ago, 2.3 million views. This one 3 days ago, 2.6 million views. Take notice of these thumbnails. The rainbow skin being showed off, it sticks out very well. So obviously in the gaming niche, bright, vivid colors are going to do extremely well, but you're going to just have to do a little research to see that. And again, this is somewhat niche specific. So if you're in the car niche, you're going to look at the types of thumbnails people in the car niche are using. If you're in the weight loss niche, what type of thumbnails in the weight loss niche are doing well? What types of videos are doing well? If you can see that the videos are doing well, likely it's because, again, those two factors. They're getting lots of click-through rate because they got a bomb-ass thumbnail, and then they're able to keep people on that video to get a good view duration, which again, we'll talk about that in a second. Here's another pretty cool tip for coming up with great thumbnails. What you're going to want to do is go to a site like Fiverr. Now, if you have a little bit of money, sure, you could buy a thumbnail. These guys are professionals. They're doing really well at what they're doing, and you can check out their thumbnails right here. But if you don't have money to buy a thumbnail every time you post a video, that's okay, because you can still look through these thumbnails and get a sense of what professional thumbnail creators are making. So if you scroll through here, just look at what catches your eye. And so even though maybe you don't have $5 to spend every time you post a video, and some of these are way more than $5. Yeah, like this one's $25. The idea is to at least you can get inspiration. If you don't have the money, you can actually come over here and get an idea, and then you can use free software like GIMP or Pixlr and various other softwares to recreate these types of thumbnails. So you pretty much have two choices. You can either fork out some money, or you can get good at creating these thumbnails yourself. Let me give you a few quick tips on how to get better view duration. So one of those tips is going to be to create list videos. So again, if you're in the Fortnite niche, you could do a list video on the 5 best skins or the 5 most powerful weapons. So then people click on your video, they're going to want to get all 5 or see what all 5 are. If you just say best weapons, they might click on your video and just get a couple and they'll go, all right, whatever, I'm going to bounce to the next video. If you say that you are going to show them 5, they're going to want to see what the all 5 are, or they're more likely to want to see. You could also list a series of steps they need to complete before they can unlock something. So if they're trying to unlock a skin, you could say you need to do these challenges or do each of these steps to unlock this weapon. And so again, you're going to kind of force them to watch all of the steps to keep them on your video, so they can get the information they need. The other thing you can do is use a hook, and a hook is something that you put at the very beginning of the video that's going to capture their attention to make them want to see that portion of the video later on. So as an example, you could show at the very beginning one of those rainbow skins and say, check out how I unlocked this rainbow skin absolutely free and it took me only 30 seconds, stay tuned. And then they're gonna want to see how you did that. So that's a form of hook. The other thing you can do is use visual pop-ups. So for me, I might have something like this pop up on the screen. Hey, keep watching, big tip coming, something along those lines. You could do that in your videos as well. Funny moment coming, something scary coming, you won't believe what's about to happen, something like that. And then for the last tip, you can use thumbnails again, not only to get a good click-through rate, but also to get a better view duration. So here's a couple examples of that, going back to the car niche. Here they're using the thumbnail to create some mystery as to what type of new rims they got. And of course, when you click on that video, they're probably not going to unveil those rims right off the beginning. They're going to tell a little story behind it. They're going to show you the old rims. They're going to keep you on that video until they unveil the new rim. So in this case, the thumbnail serves two purposes. It can increase the click-through rate, and if they're smart and they put off showing you those rims until a little bit later on in the video, they're also going to increase their view duration. And you can see examples of this all throughout the car niche when it comes to rims, or if someone has an accident, they'll block out the damage so that you want to see what happened, and then again, they'll wait until farther into the video before they reveal that, and so then you have to watch. So think of ways you can do that and use your thumbnail not only to get somebody to click on that thumbnail, but also to keep them on there. And for some of the best thumbnails in the game, head on over to a channel called Brightside. They have 36.5 million subscribers, and just go ahead and look at some of these thumbnails. Not only are they great at getting you to click on that video, they're great at getting that view duration so that you can see what the thumbnail is about. So like for instance, you have a thumbnail of a Rubik's Cube being solved with the caption "One easy way," or this thumbnail, "Why the Atlantic and Pacific don't mix," and so on. Just go through their thumbnails, check them out, get inspired, get that click-through rate up, get the view duration up, and watch what happens to your videos and your channels. So let me know what you think in the comments below with that. I'm gonna wrap this up and I will see you in the next video.